Hello, the name be Dr. Taint Twister. Here to give it a little tug. You faintly sense that you are laying on the ground. You slowly open your eyes and see that you're resting on the floor of a dark forest. It must be nighttime. Probably. You make to sit up, but wince. Your head is splitting with pain. Where are you? The last thing you can remember is you're on a camping trip, with Seth. You and Seth got into a heated argument about something. Then you remember you had stormed off to gather more firewood and had slipped and fallen. You stand up gingerly, trying to get your bearings. Seth might be worried about you. Better get back to the campsite. You see your own footprints on the ground, trailing off to the east. Your camp must be off that way. You clamber up the slope and find your way back up to the campsite, shrouded in darkness. You don't see or hear Seth anywhere. Maybe he went looking for you. But the van's gone too. Oh, he abandoned you here? It's that stupid book Seth wouldn't shut up about, titled Folklore of the Sterling Basin and Surrounding Wilderness. You don't believe in any of this stuff, but Seth eats it all up. You flip it open and see that Seth wrote something on the inside cover, but it's too dark to read. It's Seth's rusty old camp chairs. He loves these chairs so much he takes them everywhere. He must have left in a hurry to leave you and the chairs behind like this. Laying on the ground near the camp chairs, you find Seth's old multi-tool. You pick it up. This could come in handy. The fire pit you and Seth had made seems to have burnt out, the ashes glowing a dull orange. How long have you been out for? It's a supply bin we haven't unpacked yet. It's sealed with a thick tape. You try and use your fingernails to tear the tape, but it's no use. You need something sharper. You use the multi-tool. Okay. You flick the multi-tool open and use the knife to cut the tape. In the bin, you rifle through various empty bags and boxes until you find something. It's an old map of the forest within the campsite, and what looks like a radio with the tower marked. I didn't say that right. Maybe someone at this radio tower can help you get out of here. A branch seems to have fallen from the canopy high above you. Could you carve this? Perhaps not. It looks rotted. You try to carve the branch into something useful, but it crumbles in half. The wood must be rotting. The trees stretch high into the darkness above you. It's too dark to see any further. The hastily put together tent sits at the high edge of the clearing. Inside you find the old dirty tarp you had laid down. Had you and Seth even unpacked the sleeping bags? He struggled to recall. The dead brush rustles dryly in the night breeze. Searching through stiff leaves, you find nothing. Pencil came with the map. Perhaps you can leave your own marks. Click anywhere on the map to leave. A note was attached to the map that your map is located at 4-2. The radio tower is located at 5-5. It's an old compass you found with the map. Its needle stays frozen no matter which way you point it. you enter a large clearing and your eyes fall on what appears to be a small radio station outpost. Why is this here in the middle of the forest? It appears to be out of use and overgrown. But maybe you can still get in, get some help here somehow. Wires feeding from the transmission station connect to an electrical box that sits next to the radio tower. You notice the wire connection to the tower has been severed. Maybe this wire was fixed or replaced. This tower could work again. A weathered rock is half buried in the earth. It feels cool to the touch. The old metal door seems like it's about to fall off the hinges. You try the handle. It's locked, though it rattles as though barely so. Maybe I can pick the lock somehow. With the multi-tool. You carefully slide the blade of the multi-tool between the frame and the loose handle. The lock clicks. The door screeches ajar. The transmission station looks like it has not been in use for ages, as evidenced by the crumbling cement walls riddled with moss. Maybe there's still something inside that can help you, though. The stale air and the thick layer of dirt and dust tell you this place has not been in operation for a while. A cheap metal stool sits in a dark corner. You try to sit on it. It wobbles, feeling as though it's about to collapse. You quickly stand back up. So useful. A couple of posters plastered to the wall. The larger one on top reads, "Safety first. Avoid wandering astray by tracking your current location. Ask your ranger about a map and compass today." You try to read the smaller, worn poster underneath, but it's being blocked by the larger one. But if you could remove it... With the multi-tool, use the blade to peel the bigger poster away. The smaller poster has been stained and shredded, but you manage to read, "In the event, do not try to. Category Crimson. Not worth the risk. 3WS. 3. Yet another override in the case of... Yet another override in the case of evacuation procedures." There's a note on the counter. It reads, "Labor log. Feedback extended, page 3. There's someone out there. I swear to God, I heard someone following me. And when I turned around, I swear I saw it hide from me behind a tree. There's no way in hell I'm going out there again. It must be a squatter living in that shithole shed I found earlier. I don't care what anyone says, I'm not working this site again. Boss can work out here and get mugged by that tall hobo if he wants." It continues on to another page. "The radio's broken. That bastard must have sabotaged it. I'm sure if he did, the missing parts are in the shed. I gotta go get them. I hate leaving my truck back at 7-3. What choice do I have? I need to make a run for the shed if I want to fix this damn radio. 7-3. You make a mental note of it on your map." On the desk you see a very foreign-looking device. What you can only assume is some sort of radio. You press the power button, but nothing happens. Twiddling with some knobs and pressing more buttons has the same effect. It must be underpowered, even though there are hardly any labels. How do you even work this thing? With the multi-tool! On the desk you see a very foreign look. Okay. Tucked away under the desk sits a strange metal frame. It's labeled with a plus and minus on either end. Just a set of wires with small clasps that dangle right next to it. What is this thing? Following the wires, you see they all seem to connect to this box embedded in the wall. Does this lead outside of the tower? A bare light bulb string dangle from the ceiling. You pull the string, but the light remains dark. The air grows still and silent. What the hell? Well, now I'm lost. You're back at the camp? No, that shouldn't be possible. You could have sworn you were heading the other way. Is the force playing? I heard that. Is the force playing tricks on you, or were you just lost? No, it was helping me because I lost. I got myself lost. 7-3. I don't know. What if I just go forward? Right. All the diddly damn directions. You spot an unknown shape in the dark. It appears to be a large pile of debris, but upon approaching, you realize that this is a shack, an old ruined one, splintered by the elements. You doubt anyone lives here anymore. The shack is derelict and dead. I've totally seen that word before. It has a gaping hole in the middle, partially collapsed. It looks like you could climb through it. Though, is that blood? As you clamber cautiously through the open wall, your eyes adjust to see the wrecked interior. Time has taken its toll on this place. It's dirt and water, grime are everywhere. An antique, rusting black iron stove sits in the corner. Inside it are remains of a fire log since put out. There seems to be something carved into the side, but it's too dark to read. Written in a quick scrawl, you read the note. I have no clue what the hell is going on. I was halfway out of here and it attacked me. I don't know what that thing was, but it was not human. I managed to fend it off and scare it away, but it got my arm. I think it's broken or something. I don't know what it did to it, but it hurts like hell and smells rancid. There's nothing in or around this building that could help me fix the radio. That's my only way out of here. Walking could take days, not to mention getting lost. Maybe the thing is hiding the parts in that cave the boys were talking about. Though if the stories are true, that's the last place I need to be right now. I'll wait for daybreak and search around 6-8, where they said it was. I'm not poking around in the dark anymore with that creature out there. Written much more sloppily on the next page, you continue to read. It's been hours. The sun should be up by now, but it's still dark. My arm's getting worse. It's hard for me to move it. I hear noises but see nothing. It's like I'm trapped in a nightmare. I can't stay here. I'm making a run for that cave. It's my last hope. A small squat barrel sits on the floor. It's filled with nasty still water, with strange shaped blobs floating within. It smells putrid. What's in here? It's too dark to make it out. In addition to the broken wall, there's a yawning hole in the roof. A rickety old side table, but there's no accompanying bed to be seen. Musty burlap sacks hang from the ceiling, swaying slightly. Laying against the wall is an aged banjo. Its rusty metal strings barely strung to the body. You consider, could those strings conduct electricity? You cut the strings off the banjo and tie them together into a long makeshift wire. Hopefully this will work as some sort of replacement wire for the radio tower. An old clouded window in the wall of the shack. You see nothing outside. Then why is it getting knocked on? Use the multi-tool. Pools of blood in the cracks and divots of the floor. Huh. Enough of that. Does it Is it just like changing directions? Like, am I looking to the west now? I think it is. That would make more sense. It's just looking to the east and then going forward again. Or not. I don't quite understand the movement scheme. Why was you looking at me? I don't like you. Okay, starting here. That's three right. Up. Left. Hmm. Oh. Splendid. On the forest floor, you see a pool of blood. It's still fresh. What about that branch. Oh, okay. Going forward. We were so close. Okay. So we are here. Up, looking right, and maybe also going right, which would make us here, and forward, forward. Okay. Understand it now. What was that? You're looking at me. Is there anything I can do here? Or is this just like story? You just see the blood, and then you move on. Probably. You go back to the radio tower. Connect the shoddy makeshift wire to the two ends of the severed wire. The radio tower is now connected to the electrical box. A bare light bulb and a string dangle from the ceiling. You pull the string, but the light remains dark. Oh, probably the box. Following the wires, you see they all connect. They all seem to connect to the box embedded in the wall. Does this lead outside to the tower? So we're not doing anything inside. Rising high into the darkness, you assume above the treetops. If you can figure out how to get it working, you might be able to use this to call for help. That's pry open the desk cabinet. It creaks loudly as it reluctantly reveals its contents. Several empty cans, a torn bag, and an emergency glow stick. You bend it to see if it's still good. With a loud crunch, the stick begins to glow brightly. You use the glow stick. Inside, you see a booklet detailing the operation of the radio. You flip through it until you find the sections about making calls. To connect to a channel, refer to the attached frequency tuning chart on the back. You flip the booklet over only to find a set of torn staples. The chart is not here. Ah! What would I be using the glow stick for? Well, I think that was newer. There's an there's an there's a narrow window with metal shutters in the corner of the room. You try to peer outside, staring straight out into the darkness. Was your imagination getting the better of you, or is something out there moving? When now I've got a glow stick. Don't know what I can do with it. Hmm. Sloping hill leads down to a small valley clearing. At the bottom you see the remnants of some abandoned logging activity. Perhaps this was once a timber road or a service checkpoint. This broken down truck seems to have been left here years ago. You peer into the front and see that it's missing seats and a steering wheel. In the back you see branches and leaves along with a truck bed lockbox. But where's the key? Okay. Taking the multi-tool to the stump, you hack and peel, but all that you're able to produce are chunks of dry dead wood. Stump left behind from an old logging operation, no doubt. It now sits decaying away here on the forest floor. A note reads labor log, feedback extended page 2. Boss better be paying me triple for this. Someone or something has cut the gas line in my truck, and I just had it filled up too. I was gonna drive my truck out to pick my bag up on the way out of here. Screw that now. I'm gonna go to the radio station and call the Rangers to come pick me up. In case it takes a while, I left my bag somewhere south of my truck. Though it looks like it's been a while since a tall pile of logs sits at the base of this hill. Though it looks like it's been a while since they've been cut down. There seems to be some sort of sign over here. You approach it cautiously and try to read it, but it's too dark to make out. Oh, really? You bring the light to the sign and the faded words become visible. Service Road 87. Danger restricted area. Do not enter. The dead brush rustles dryly in the night breeze. Searching through stiff leaves, find you nothing. What if I cut up the leaves? You cut a few leaves off the brush. They crunch in your palm and smell moldy. I accomplished so much of that. You read the neatly formatted note. Labor log, Alder. Hours clocked 14. Logs retrieved 17. Workplace incidents 4. Feedback reassignment request. I hate this damn forest and I don't think we should be logging here. I always find myself getting lost even when I'm using my map. It's like the woods are shuffling. There are bones everywhere and I feel like I'm being watched while I work. To make things worse, I found a shack somewhere north of 2-4. That looks like a squatter's camp. And there's rumors that the boys were spreading about the cave around here. This whole thing feels unsafe, and I can't stand working on this site anymore. I'm serious. A worn lumberjack axe is embedded in deep in the wood of one of the stumps. Grabbing it, you feel that it's lodged tightly and that it's stuck. You try to use the multi-tool to pry the axe free, but it's no use. The rust and elements have sealed it here in this dead stump. A wrinkly, stiff bag lays against the stump. You open up to find tattered remains of a shirt, some leather gloves, and a small key. Pocket the key. Maybe this will open the truck's locked box. You insert the key into a locked box. You hear a gritty crunch and the box lid loosens. Inside the box you find a sticky, empty gas canister, bits of a stiff rope, and a large car battery. It's not corroded. Maybe you can use this. I know where I got you there. Wait on the station, and then we call for the help. Oh, there'd be blood. Oh well. Use the battery. You slide the car battery into the frame and connect the wires. Almost instantly, the radio begins beeping and flashing. It's powered now. With the power restored and the connection tower fixed, the radio begins to blink a soft green as it awaits input. However, the knobs and switches are still foreign to you. You need to figure out how to tune this thing. Surely there are instructions for this thing somewhere. It's a 2-4. Oh, we did that wrong. Yeah, either the old house or this other coordinates they said to go to. Fuck it. Friggin' find them. You smell it before you see it. A sickening foul stench assaults your nose, and as you hesitantly move forward, it takes form out of the cold night. Several enormous rocks and a dreadfully dark crevice between them. A cave. You raise a glow stick above your head to illuminate the cave, ready to enter its depths. As you crawl down the narrow passage, you eventually emerge into a large open cavity. The light bounces off the walls, revealing large, sharp rocks formations. The horrible smell is so strong you fear you may pass out. It's almost as though the air is eating away your skin. Half buried in the dirt lies the remains of a skeleton, the remnants of a skeleton. Long dead and dry, the bones are broken and scattered here and there. There's something strange on the skull, but it's too dark to tell. Why did we pick it up? You bring the light down close to the bones. The skull is marked with an ominous glyph. You pick it up and feel a strange feeling wash over you, like an ancient memory long forgotten. Your mind echo with the words, 4 more pieces, follow the signs, use the skull, reveal the hidden. Okay. The remains offer nothing more of interest. Oh, turn that off. Laying on the ground, you find some sort of chart mapping radio frequencies. Maybe this could help you operate the radio. It's stained with blood written in it, an increasingly shaky scrawl. You read, just want to wake up. It found me again, but it just stood there making noises and staring at me through its big eyes. I worked up the courage to charge it down. I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed a rock and let the thing have it. Then when I finished and stepped back there was just a dead man covered in blood on the ground. It feels like I hallucinated this whole thing. But my arm still feels like it's rotting off. My body looks like it too. I barely had enough strength to drag that body into the cave. I don't know why. I felt it was the right thing to do. I guess the stories were true after all. I'm scared out of my mind. My arm's spreading badly. I might die here in this nightmare. Please help me. I don't want to die. I just want to wake up. I just. The note ends abruptly. Upon the wall, painted in deep red, dried blood, is some sort of primal art. A glyph featured at the center, surrounded by the handprints and crudely painted people. Near the bottom, a strange pattern of arrows across lines the wall. You stand there enraptured by this bloody painting. I guess we can't move forward. And where are we? You use the chart. The radio dial connected to the tower. It softens the waits for your location. You look at the frequency chart and fire an emergency frequency. Twist the knobs and push the buttons until the radio's tuned. Pick up the microphone and speak into it, calling for help. Wait. Nothing was static. Until, with a harsh fuzz, you could barely make out some words. Not sure. Here. Get out now. On the way. Escape. 9-6. Hunting you. The crux won't. Without a struggle. Needs it. The right path. The static crackles and the voice is gone. The voice mentions some coordinates. 9-6. Upon exiting the building, you feel your head begin to spin. It feels as though the force itself is twisting and shifting around you. Perhaps the way forward isn't as clear as it seemed. Grip the map hard in your fist. It may be our only hope now. Your hope. What the fuck? Am I doing it? Felt a jolt, as though you miss a step. You find yourself back at the radio tower. It's like the woods are trying to stop you from escaping. Which way is the right path? Perhaps the way forward isn't as clear as it seemed. But what if I do it again? No. Just change. Hey, brother. Yeah. It's dark. Too dark. Hold on now. The eyes pierce the darkness. They're getting closer. Mm. So how am I to get the other ending? Oh, fuck that. I looked more at the guide, and apparently there's like a little spot where they can kill you, and that's what we've been getting. And that the compass does not tell you to avoid that. So I have a little route set up for all three of the markers. So I'm just gonna jump. I want to have the bones. Again, it doesn't save, which is cool. Alright. Uno mas. Time. Use the wire to connect the shoddy makeshift wire to the two ends of the severed wire. The radio tower is now connected to the electrical box. You use the battery. You slide the car battery into the frame, connect the wires. Almost instantly, the radio begins beeping and flashing. It's powered now. Wait a minute. Forgot the bones. God damn. Ugh. Use the chart. The radio is now powered. Soft using the ATM patient. Look at the frequency chart and find an emergency frequency. You twist the knobs and push the buttons until the radio is tuned. You pick up the microphone, you speak into it, calling for help. You wait for nothing but static. The harsh fuzz of the radio make out some words. Not sure. Here. Book it out now. Only way. Escape. 9-6. Hunting you. Something about the crux. Got my little notes here. Left. Left. Oh, right. Those weren't exact. It said follow your compass as well. So I guess the compass just decides to change sometimes. Breaking news, okay? Hundreds of corpses found in the Sterling Basin wilderness. Fuck. Forensic analysis. You, it's over. You can't hurt anyone anymore. It didn't let me. I'm gonna read that. Forensic analysis suggests many of the bodies are those of missing persons. And with that, hope you have a lovely, devilly day. Twist you later.